This is Low Growl, the deepest voice in ASMR, and tonight I'm doing a ramble. And first off, I'd just like to thank all the new members of the Low Growl Legion. It's been amazing these last couple of weeks. In less than 2 weeks, I gained over 1,000 subscribers. That's more than I've gained at any point in the 6 years that I've had this channel. Hold on a sec. Had to clear the throat, okay? And I got some things that I wrote down that I wanted to cover so that I don't waste your time. And just hang out with me give me like 10 minutes. If you're still watching after 10 minutes, but you're tired of me, just go ahead and do what you gotta do. But try to give me 10 minutes, okay? First thing, growth. The growth that the Legion has seen over the last 2 weeks. It's exciting, but I'm not gonna lie to you. It leaves more questions than answers. What do you mean, Low Growl? Well, when I say it leaves more questions, what changed? What did I do different? There's a couple of things I know I did different, but besides that, like what really made it kind of click and just kind of take off. One thing that I changed was my handle. It used to be at Low Growl ASMR, but I thought from a marketing standpoint, I was like, well, if somebody saw that name in the comment section, they wouldn't be compelled because they don't necessarily know what Low Growl means. But by putting deepest voice in ASMR, it's going to kind of trigger curiosity. Well, that was the goal, to trigger curiosity. And people will click on it or click to check out the channel to see if my handle lives up to my content. And I think that may have been a good contributor to what has been happening. The other thing I did on my actual channel page, I upgraded my banner. Now, it used to say, and for those that have been here for a long time, y'all already know my thing used to be assimilated into the Low Growl Legion. So my banner used to say Low Growl ASMR, be assimilated. However, I didn't really take into mind that a lot of people may not know what assimilate means or what I mean by be assimilated. That was like an inside thing for some of the subscribers early on. So I changed it to Low Growl ASMR, the deepest voice in ASMR. And I suddenly started seeing some traction. The third thing I did, and this was actually the first thing I did, when I started posting again, I came in with a focus on not like just giving pure ASMR, doing different types of ASMR. Y'all know I really enjoy doing the ramble type discussions and talking about things and giving like encouraging words and stuff like that. But I think that worked against me the first time because I was really, as a lot of ASMR channels do, we try out new things to see what will stick, you know, because we look at other channels that may get a ton of views on a mouth sounds video, or they may get a ton of views on a tapping video, or they may get a ton of views on an inaudible whispers video, or they may get a ton of views on ramble videos. So I was trying out a whole lot of things, and I just didn't know what to do. I was just trying stuff. I was always passionate about doing ASMR and trying to contribute to the community, but I just wasn't sure how to go about it and what to actually focus on. So something I learned was just looking at people that are, I guess, have large followings and get good views. Like we'll use Raffy Taffy for example. He's like a tapping animal. This guy, that's what he does. He doesn't do role plays. He doesn't do mouth sounds. He taps on things, and he has fully embraced it, and it's taken him to over 1 million subscribers. Who else? Oh, Peppered ASMR. he is a storyteller. All he does is role play, and he does them really good. Rhymesy, he does tapping. He does like high, fast and aggressive tapping and things like that. And I've been in his last couple of lives, and it's hilarious. I'm not lying. It is one of the most enjoyable live ASMRs I've ever been a part of. It had me laughing, but he's so interactive with his crowd. He has like over 1,000 people on his lives, and it's just actually fun to sit there and he's just a lighthearted guy, and he's just doing what he loves to do. And but that's his thing, fast and aggressive. So this leads me to something else I wrote down. So the strength of my channel is the low growl voice, right? It's interesting because I've had a few comments where it says, hey man, whispering is oh so generic and they all sound the same. I'm paraphrasing, putting it in my own way, but whispering, everybody whispers the same, but your voice, you have that is your thing. Do more of that. And it really made me think, like, should I lean in more to doing videos strictly doing the just my regular speaking voice like this, or still mix it up and try to do about half and half of the deep voice and whispering? That's something I do want to answer to. So let me know in the comments. I know which direction I'm leaning in, and the direction I'm leaning in is embracing the gift, embracing the deep voice. And the majority of my content, it is the low growl. It's like if I was on a basketball team and my talent was shooting threes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to try to drive to the basket. So if I am standing out because of the voice, then why wouldn't I double down on the voice? You know, something interesting I saw earlier. I recently started looking at Reddit. I'm not really big into social media and stuff like that, but I looked into Reddit, and somebody posted a question about guys whispering and stuff, and some people were like, man, it's kind of creepy to me. Some people were like, man, I think it's kind of gay if I'm listening as a man to another man whispering to me, except for Fred's voice, that's the exception, and all this kind of stuff like that. It was only a few different things, so by no means is it a representation of people at large. But the whispering and stuff like that, again, does that play for me or against me? The low growl voice, the deep voice, I heard somebody say a comment on Reddit. It was just like, if you have that deep voice, it's like, they mentioned something called book talk. Y'all know what book talk is? I didn't look into it yet, but they were saying thanks to book talk, the deep voice thing was like a big deal. Thanks to Corp's husband, who is a gaming YouTuber, I believe, but he also has a pretty deep voice, very deep voice. What am I talking about? His voice might be deeper than mine, or we are on the same level or something like that. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. And what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Something else I wrote down was, is it harder for male ASMR artists to make it than it is for female ASMR artists? This can go a number of ways, and I really think it just comes down to doing things long enough for your audience to find you. I think that is what happened with my channel. The people that subscribed to me, I think they were really down for me, and to me that's important to build a lasting community. You know, like if so just being completely honest, I would like to do this full time along with my mentorship program. To do that, I'm gonna have to get involved in like brand and sponsorship deals and all that stuff like that, and I'm okay with that. But sometimes, and if you have a channel, I'm sure you've seen this, it seems like people blow up overnight. Some people can put up one or two videos and it's just skyrockets. I literally saw this the other day. I can't remember the name of the girl. Cute Asian woman. She posted one video. It said my first ASMR video. She was just doing basic ASMR. Nothing outstanding, no shade, but nothing outstanding, just doing ASMR. One video, 94,000 views in 2 days, thousands of subscribers in that same amount of time. So it's like, what made that happen? Now, you may argue, well, if you're attractive and you're a female, that's going to play in your favor, which I believe it does. But this young lady, she didn't have the cleavage showing or anything like that. It was very tame. It wasn't sexual in any type of way. But I wonder what it is that just makes a person skyrocket like that. There's also a handful of guys that kind of take off. But if you look in their comments and stuff like that, a lot of times you'll see people just in there talking about how hot this guy is or whatever it might be. And I think, again, it's just so many variables. There's no one thing about it. And I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day, and we were talking about YouTube strategies and stuff. And our conclusion was, despite all the gurus and experts and everybody telling you how to grow and how to monetize in this amount of days or whatever it might be, there is no real strategy. You do your best and you put it out there and you hope people appreciate it and they want to support you by subscribing and interacting with you and watching your content. And to me, that is, I'm going to say that's fair. It doesn't seem fair because it's like, some people, they really put their heart and their effort into their ASMR channels. And they have done it for years, and they're still like under 1,000 subscribers and things like that. And it's very disheartening because, again, I started from zero just like everybody else, and I'm by no means a big channel. But seeing that spike in growth, it's like, man, it's just like, man, what happened? Because if you really did have some type of proven strategy, then whoever cracked that code, then they would be known for that thing, and you wouldn't have so many people making the same video with the same titles, all trying to garner their share of views from this trending topic. The fact that the same people keep making the same type of videos, covering the same things, they just change it from 2024 to 2025. That lets you know there's no real strategy or no real etched in stone method to get the results that you want on your channel. But either way, I just thought it was something interesting to talk about. I'm not bitter. I'm actually very excited because I believe that what God has for me is for me. In time, what's supposed to come to me will come to me, and actually now it's interesting that everything happened when I got my setup and everything. I have my dedicated recording place. I'm glad it's happening now and not back then, because now I only have to press a few buttons and I'm up and recording. It's a lot more enjoyable. I'm a lot more comfortable. I'll show y'all my setup at some point. Put it in chat if y'all want to see it. But the timing of this, I'm in the right mental place. Things are good with my family. Things are good at work. And last year just was not a good time. I was about to quit the channel, actually. I was getting ready to stop doing ASMR, period. And that was just like, I want to say September, I was thinking about just stopping the channel and doing something different and focusing on my mentorship program and focusing on work. But I was like, man, there are people that would kill to have 4,700 something subscribers and I built that up. We, the Legion, we built it up, and I'm just sitting on opportunity. It's an untapped opportunity that I could continue to grow into something major. So I was like, Brad, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? And I got back on it, and I feel great now. I feel real good. I'm happy when I'm doing it. But I guess I want to check my notes and make sure I'm covering everything I wanted to cover. All right. Okay, so we did the growth thing. It's super exciting, and to touch on the growth again, because that's the main thing. That's the major development, has been the growth that the channel has been seeing. I really appreciate everybody that have been leaving like good comments and stuff. All comments I think are good comments, but like those that are really interacting, like it shows me that you're watching the videos, you're interested in what I'm talking about. These gaming videos, man, I don't know why they're hitting so hard, but this is the most views I've ever gotten on any video in this short a time period. The Xbox One video, I'm over 14,000 views on that, and I guess it's about 2 weeks old now. The one before that, the 360 video, that one is over 8,000, and the Series X video, it hasn't been doing as good, but it's over 2,000 views. All of this is much higher than what I'm used to. And I did look at the analytics, and it turns out that most of my subscribers are actually hardcore or casual gamers. And that's pretty cool. So it shows me why certain things are gaining traction. But I think also the shout outs and love I've been getting from some other channels has been helping, funnel people this way. That being said, I got some collaborations that I'm trying to work on. It's exciting. It really is exciting. And I hope y'all stay tuned for that. It'll be interesting to see how this video does. I do have more games from different systems that I'm going to be sharing. And again, we'll see how it does. I got some comments from people. I put out a post and I was asking, like, what type of ASMR do you want to see? Like, what do you think would be good? And I really do want to cater to my audience. I want to cater to my audience and make sure that I'm giving you guys what you are here for. Some of y'all are cool just with the low growl talking and things like that. Some of y'all may want some specific things, and I'm open to trying some stuff. But my main thing is, I want to be in my lane. I want to capitalize on the things that set me apart and make me different. I'm really excited about just the future of what can be. Ultimately, what I would like to see happen, and this will be, I'll close with this. What I ultimately want on the channel is I want a silver play button. I would like to get 100,000 subscribers. Interesting enough, people are now saying that is a vanity metric, meaning that it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. And I guess it depends on what your goal is, because if you're trying to monetize and turn your channel into a business and do those type of things, then there are other ways to earn besides the subscribers and stuff like that. But I have seen so many videos of people opening up their silver play button, and it just seemed like so far away. And right now it is pretty far away. But can you imagine the sense of achievement and fulfillment from knowing that you've created a channel that 100,000 people were like, man, this is cool. I like this guy. I like what he does. I like his personality, whatever it might be. And not for the sake of personal affirmation, because I'm confident in who I am and what I do, but just the achievement of it. the time and effort that you put into a work, to see it be appreciated by that many people and to have a little plaque to put up. I would put it in one of these little boxes. Boom, 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 boom. I'll put it somewhere behind me so that it can be a little reminder that, the hard work pays off, The other thing that I'm hoping, I would like to get some opportunities for voice acting. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat up. I apologize. Yeah, I would like to get some voice acting opportunities. I've always wanted to do a video game voice, like for a AAA game. And I've always wanted to do animation, like a recurring character in an animated series. And I believe that through YouTube, I can get that kind of exposure, and it's not beyond it's not beyond possibility. So that's something that I want to see happen. I would like to do some collaborations with some channels larger than myself, because sometimes you can feel like when you're trying to grow your channel. Well, we all know that comparison is the thief of joy. So I believe that's the saying, the comparison trap. But when you get acknowledged by larger creators and things like that, it kind of validates you. So this is the social proof of it all. So when Ryan Z tells his people, hey, go check him out, man, this guy's got an awesome voice, his channel is great, on his word, some people literally came over, subscribed, and said, hey, I'm here from Ryan Z. Awesome. Peppered ASMR, he did a little thing on me. He mentioned me and talked about me. Boom. Some folks came over from his channel. Lucid Blues, he gave me a shout out. And I believe some people came over from his channel as well. Saturn ASMR, he gave me a shout out. Some people came over from his channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you if you're watching up to this point. But far as subscribers being a vanity metric, imagine this. Say you and I, we're doing the same exact thing, the same quality, we sound the same in everything, but you have 100,000 subscribers and I only have 10,000 subscribers. Based off of those subscriber counts, the social proof says your channel is more quality than mine. Your channel is better than mine. Give me a sec. It says that your channel is better or more quality. The amount of people subscribed kind of validates that channel as being the superior channel. Even if everything else is the same, that difference in subscribers will have more people click on yours than would click on mine. So I believe subscriber count still does matter to a degree. So yeah, I want to do some voice acting. I also want to get an imaging voice job. If you don't know what an imaging voice is, think about the Arby's guy, or how James Earl Jones, this is CNN. An imaging voice is simply the voice of a brand, the voice of a company. So I can't remember the guy's name, but he's the voice of Arby's. We have the meats. I would love to get an imaging job. That'd be cool. What else? Is there anything else I need to cover? I don't think it is. I think I'll cut it off right there. I appreciate y'all being here. Super thankful for all the growth. It is very exciting, and it's gotten me addicted to looking at my analytics. It really does matter, looking at those analytics. But it's exciting to see the subscriber count change every morning. And when I hit 6K, when I went to sleep that night, I was at 5,985. And then when I got up the next morning, it was like 6,007. And I'm like, man, people are subscribing even when I'm sleeping. How is this? But I'm just grateful. I'm just going for the ride. Hopefully things will continue to go this way. And I'm excited about what the channel has in the future, what's coming. All types of opportunities can come from this. I believe I will ultimately be approached by some companies for sponsorships or partnerships and stuff like that. But I'm also going to put a list of companies together that I would like to try to work with. I think I would be a good brand ambassador. You know, maybe somebody like Manscaped or some type of beard company that sells beard balms and oils and stuff like that. But that'll be all. I don't want to delay it any more than it needs to be. Hopefully the soothing sounds of my voice have lulled you to sleep. But if you're still watching at this point, I appreciate you. Nothing but love to you. Tell a friend about Low Growl ASMR, and let's continue to grow the channel. I can almost see and visualize my silver play button. What a cool moment that'd be to show my kids, hey, your dad's a serious YouTuber over here, you know, and then show my kids that I mentor, the 40 boys that I mentor. That'd be a huge impact on them, for them to see, like, I can't believe it, this guy literally has a silver play button, and it'll just open their mind. Like, I've had so many conversations that just kind of opened their mind to new possibilities they didn't even consider. But all right, I'm going on too long. Thank you for being a part of the Low Growl Legion. If you haven't joined the Low Growl Legion, do it when you feel like you're ready. Okay, no pressure over here. Just give me 10 minutes when you watch, though. Give me at least 10 minutes if you're not going to subscribe or like anything like that. But thank you so much, and I will see you next time.